the beginning of schooling for a young child, they are bombarded with things to play with and touch and see and experience. The creativity in the air makes it seem very promising for future generations.
If you're not prepared to be wrong, you'll never come up with anything original. If you're not prepared to be wrong. And by the time they get to be adults, most kids have lost that capacity. They have become frightened of being wrong. And we run our companies this, by the way. We stigmatize mistakes. And we're now running national education systems where mistakes are the worst thing you can make. And the result is that we are educating people out of their creative capacities.
Administrators shouldn't expect to get the results they want when they don't cater to each student's learning needs. School administrators seem to have forgotten that everyone is different. People learn differently. For example, some people learn by watching, others by reading, and others by doing. Teaching all of the students the same way is as ineffective as trying to drive a boat on land.
Not being able to inventively create new ideas will push students back from advancing far in their lives, and with a nation of uninventive students, the entire country will continue to fall behind the rest of the world. What schools should be stressing is how to be creative and how to come up with something new. Instead, all students learn is how to memorize a section of material, take a test, forget most of the material, and then move on to the next section.
Very rarely do the students learn why this material came to be known or why they should even know it. Unless the educational standards change to make becoming creative, thoughtful students a high priority, it is failing to provide a quality level of education for its students.
Amount of waste of time. You've got to have some kind of standardized thing that lets you compare yourself to another teacher, another kid, another school district, another state, so that colleges know how smart you are. But they also limit your ability to creatively explain yourself. In biology, I think there were 140 concepts they wanted covered, and you have to do that in about 120 days. So it was out of control. But just the AP Physics realized that, and next year we're taking this much material in AP Physics, and now we're really only covering this much material, but we're doing it over a period of a year.
The focus of public education is always set on the subjects that will create the most jobs, such as a field in mathematics. Oftentimes, kids are not encouraged to pursue the things that they like, such as art and music, because no one thinks that they can get a job in that field. Schools are focusing mainly on university acceptances rather than everyday life skills or practical ways of learning for all types of people. Intelligence is diverse and dynamic, yet students are expected to learn the same way or perform excellent on tests. The education system is striving to mold students into overachieving machines.
Let's teach the ability to be inventive.
Let's find inspiration to make future generations want to learn, instead of making them want a high test score.
Let's teach students how to live a better life.
Let's teach happiness.